Hey everyone. I just gotta fix my camera here. Apparently it isn't working. Give me one sec. There it is. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna configure the video here a little bit real quick. It always does the exposure to a weird setting. Whoa, I don't want to be that. Alright. looking alright. I was gonna zoom in just a little. Don't need to see in my entire messy office. Yeah, so this is our first stream of the year. Thanks for coming by, everybody. And I'm gonna go tilt up. All right. I have to do this every single time on my camera, and I do it usually before stream, and I totally forgot to do it this time. Oh my gosh, my whole overlay got messed up because we did a video game last time. Is that good? I think we're good. Okay. So, that might screw up my video when I do a speed paint video of this. Anyway, we're going to apply the camera. We're good. So, yeah. So, we are entering in this year's Pokemon illustration contest. I think I mentioned it before. I have a few entries that I want to do. The maximum is 3. I picked Feraligatr, but I already have a Feraligatr painting that I really love, and I think it kind of fits their parameters, so I'm going to submit that one. Maybe touch it up a little bit. But I also picked Flygon, who I'm working on today, and Absol, which I have an idea for, but I gotta make sure that the idea kind of fits what they're talking about in terms of what they want. The rules are kind of vague. Like, it's like, I mean, they're kind of like, they just basically want you to make a typical Pokemon card. It's like either relaxing and living its life or battling. And I'm like, well, that's every Pokemon card, so I guess it's pretty left up to interpretation. So this Flygon, when I researched Flygon, all the cards are kind of doing the same thing, so it's kind of hard to get super creative with it. So I was like, okay, well, I can't get super creative with what it does, but I can get kind of creative with how it does it. So maybe I can make more dynamic poses. So I had one where it was flying toward you, kind of outrunning a sandstorm. That was our initial one. I didn't like it as much. I felt like it kind of lacked, despite it being so dynamic, it kind of lacked any punch. Like, so here's what the original looked like. This is what we were at the first time. I like it. It's fine, but I just wasn't feeling it. So then I started over. I re-sketched some sketches. I was like, okay, what if I look at my thumbnails? What if I sketch a new one? That's kind of a combination of thumbnail number 1 and a little, like, I really like thumbnail number 2, but it's not what they're looking for. That's more of like fine art kind of style, not as dynamic and flashy. So I was like, okay, well, I want it to be kicking up a sandstorm. I really like that, but I kind of like it looking down, kind of give it a little more power. So I sketched a new thumbnail number 4 down here, and that is where we're at. I moved it over so it was in the center frame. Originally it was a little right to center. I don't know how I got there, but I did. But yeah, so the red is going to be sand. I just used the red as my base coat for the sand. I want it to be a little more rich than the background, because the background's also sand. So you got to kind of separate it a little bit. So it's going to be a little more dense sand. I'm actually going to look up some references for sand and stuff, like how people illustrate sand. Like, there's a Planeswalker, Boss-Riquette, who I actually use in my green-white deck, and there's a lot of sand kicking up in his artwork that I like. So I'm gonna kind of I think I'm gonna look that up and kind of see how they painted it, how the artist painted it, just so I have a reference of how to translate that into an art. But yeah, so we have a color palette here, more saturated color palette. I call it Ghibli swatches because a lot of them are from, like, people took Ghibli screen grabs and made swatches out of them. I kind of compiled a few of them. I made this swatch set for whenever I do more Pokemon art because it's more saturated. So yeah, we're just going to kind of dive right into it. And yeah, we're going to get started. Thanks for coming by the stream, everybody. As mentioned in the chat, if you want to support, you can just follow for free on Patreon. Patreon.com/creativeoutpouring. I'm just trying to kind of use that as my central hub for social media. I'm going to be starting a Discord as well. I just got to kind of set up the moderators and stuff like that. But yeah, my goal is to eventually kind of get off of social media a bit. I'm not really. I'll probably still be using it. I'm trying to find a fun way to use it. I kind of have an idea of what to do, but I got to kind of set all that up. And but yeah, I think Patreon's gonna be kind of where all the behind the scenes stuff is gonna go from now on. I think social media is gonna be really relegated to like final art pieces. Sorry about the creaky chair. I'm still sitting on the piano bench. It'll probably be the permanent for a while. I'm not gonna buy a new chair. At least not for a bit. 2 weeks ago, we did some more Inkulinati, and that was a blast. So that was fun. Last few streams have been lots of fun. Art streams and game streams. Lots of good chat. Talking back and forth about art and D&D and various things. It's been nice to kind of hear everyone's perspectives and opinions on things and stuff. But yeah, so there are videos of Inkulinati, the streams. I added thumbnails to them. I was gonna edit them down into parts, like how you would typically see like Let's Plays. I don't know if I will or not. I might still, just to kind of have videos uploaded to it. But I was like, why can't I just change the thumbnail and you have the streams being thing? But I can't shift them out of the live tab and into the videos. It kind of sucks. So I might end up editing them and putting them back up as new videos. But yeah, so we do that on Fridays. We've been playing Inkulinati. We're going to be continuing that this week. So tomorrow we'll be playing some more Inkulinati. The future of the stream, I'm hoping to change the overlay. I'm going to be doing, probably spending January focusing on these Pokemon illustrations and some commissions. And then February I'm going to be doing, not a rebrand, I'm going to call it a soft rebrand. The logo and everything. Colors I think will stay the same, but I kind of want to do kind of more like retro PBS program kind of look. I have a couple ideas. And I've been like researching lots of like old ads for like board games and stuff like that, and like that's been kind of really cool inspiration for how I post on social media. And I can't tell if my music is too loud. It feels loud, but that could just be me. Let me know if my music's too loud. It's washing out my voice. I will fix it. But yeah, so I've been kind of researching, like, just kind of getting inspired, finding ways to be motivated, posting on social media and stuff. Just because I don't want to just like post an image and be done. I kind of want it to feel more methodical, I guess, if that's the word, like intentional. So yeah, that's kind of the hope, is to find some sort of inspiration brings back some of my design skills. So yeah, so expect that. Expect those kinds of... I gotta merge these layers, I think. I didn't want to. I kind of wanted to isolate Flygon from all this. Well, that's our sketch, by the way. So yeah. So expect that. But yeah, also I want to find a way to stream. I've been really wanting to learn more traditional art. You can see a painting behind me that I started. I got a nice watercolor sketchbook that I really enjoy painting in and sketching in. And so I think I might reserve Thursday streams for traditional art if I can find a way to do it. And Mondays for Pokemon and digital art, whatever I'm working on. We also have Ack Ink stuff we want to work on, so I think that's going to be... I think after January, when we're done with the Pokemon stuff, we might take a little break from Pokemon for a little bit. But I do want to get back to Poke Monday stuff. That was fun. I got a whole deck to get through, and I want to do more energy cards. So jeez, I'm shaking everything here, my monitor. Just gotta kind of fix, because we moved our character over. But I hope everyone had a wonderful New Year and a wonderful holiday if you celebrate Christmas. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. We took a bit of a break. Took a couple weeks off. I try to do that. My wife is a teacher, so I try to take time off when she has time off, except like summer vacation. I can't take 3 months off. But I take a week or so off in the summer. For like when we go on trips and stuff, if we go on any trips. But yeah, so it was really nice little break. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Whoa. This piece is a bit of a mess, but that's okay. We're winging it as we go in terms of execution. My hope is to fix that weird arm that I started painting. I mean, my hope is to finish it, but I don't think I will right now. Because there's a lot of like small problems to kind of work through, and those usually take a little longer. But this one's actually going really quick, this piece. Also the sky. I want to fix the sky. The sky's a little flat. I want to curve it a little bit. I want to like... see if I can hide it. Like, I like this side over here, but I would love to have it kind of go more around. Build some more like conal kind of look. It's making the rest of the illustration look flat, which I don't like. So I hope to fix that. I've also been gradually erasing the sketch. I don't really know why. I've just it's been kind of helping with my process of knowing, like, okay, that's pretty much done. I can get rid of that. I don't really need to erase the sketch. I can just hide the layer, but I like to keep parts that I haven't finished yet just so I know. It's weird because I'm not really a fan of Flygon. I always thought the design was kind of lame, personally. But drawing it this way, like, has felt really good. I really kind of I've been digging the Pokemon a little more. I just always thought, like, it has those goggles, like it's supposed to be like a storm chaser, sand dune runner kind of vibe. It's like you could lean into that so much more, I feel like. I get like what they're trying to do, like it's kind of like, you know, desert lizard kind of thing. But yeah, I think you could lean into different themes a lot more. I don't know. I would love to do like a Pokemon redesign challenge stream. Maybe that's one of the ones we do in the future. It'd be cool to kind of see what people want to see me redesign and see what I can add to it. Because some of them, in my opinion, are perfect. Like, I wouldn't change Arcanine. I wouldn't. I think he's perfect. I do like the one from Arceus, but I don't like it as much as the original. I think the original they kind of nailed it. And Mewtwo, I think Mewtwo is pretty perfect too in terms of his look. I feel like when they added like Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y, I was like, all right, you went too far. Looks kind of weird now. Let's see. So we have looking at a vortex here. Something on it. All right. Let's focus on the sand here. Looping up. Kind of want it to vortex a little differently. Let's see if we can. I don't know, maybe that just looks. Maybe that looks fine. Maybe I'm overthinking it. No, I think it was better where it was, just because I like that it kind of crowds around him a little bit. Maybe just the angle needs to change. I do think we'll make it a little more transparent, closer to the body. Like, it'll probably be, just gonna do that now. I think I'll break it up a little more. Something like that. Just because I don't want to hide too much of the main, like the focal point of the figure, you know. So for you, those of you just joining us, we are painting our entries into this year's Pokemon illustration contest. We are painting Flygon currently. Heroic Antagonist, thank you for stopping by. Lurk away, my friend. Enjoy. We're painting some Pokemon today, and I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, it's I agree. I think it's looking pretty good. All right, so we're gonna kind of focus on. Let's see if we can get more of that sand how we want it. I do want to add some sand clouds, so let's start with that. That's gonna go in the background. To kind of like make it not so straight up tornado-esque. so now we're gonna go above. We're gonna try and just get that sand down. I'll try to thicken it up here. Trying to bring some of that red into the sand a little more instead of just underneath it. Give everything a little more depth. I'm just gonna keep pushing at it until we kind of get it how we want. Gotta make sure we add some like black, well, not black, but like really dark tone in there as well. We don't want it to look like wet, like dirt. Like we want it to kind of have a little more granular texture to it. Thank you all for joining the stream. We are painting Flygon today. One of our entries into the Pokemon illustration contest. All right, so that's coming together pretty nicely. I'm gonna try to keep pushing it. This is probably what we're gonna be working on for a little while. Heads up to anyone. If you're like Anakin and you hate sand, Probably won't like the rest of this stream. I apologize. Sand is tough, dude. Painting sand in motion like this is, it's tough because it looks terrible for a while, I think. Still a lot of that red undertone coming through, which I don't love. I want to get rid of as much of that as possible. Get our layers back here. I feel like the red serves as a good base, but it's hard to kind of get rid of that base. It's looking cool though. I'm digging it. Some more of this like mid-tone gray brown kind of look back in. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much for stopping by the stream as well. I'm also thinking about streaming on Facebook too. I don't know. I might. Restream lets you like link it up with all of them, so I might do it, I might not. I'm sure it's a feature they don't want you to use anymore. I feel like I have that I feel like there's that tendency with all Facebook stuff. It's like they introduce a new feature, and then once they introduce another new feature, they don't want you to use that old new feature anymore. They want you to use the other new one. But it's like, well, then why have any of these new features if you're just going to replace them every time? It's really hard because, like, I feel like most social platforms really suck now. Like, they really do. Like, they're all pretty bad. And it's like, I wish I could just do away with them. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with the Patreon. Like, it's so hard to promote the Patreon, though, because I think everyone expects you to just want money from them. And that'd be great if everyone paid a tier, but, like, I just want to use it as a blog also, or like just like my one social media thing for the most part. And I feel like I can't even pitch that to people because I feel like the moment they hear the word Patreon, they walk away. It's yeah, having a Patreon kind of feels very door-to-door salesman sometimes. But it's genuinely like my favorite place to post stuff. The only thing I don't like is starting a stream through there. Like it like you have to do it like 5 minutes in advance, or like you have to I don't know. It's really weird to do it in there. I think that's probably like my least favorite thing about it. I'm gonna erase some of that, I think. That's looking pretty cool. I'm digging that so far. What do you guys think? Oops. I don't know what just happened. I just accidentally painted. Let's see. But Ray says he bit back the urge to come in here with his own Pokemon intro song. And hero antagonist said sorry, left and became a Sith Lord as soon as you said sand. I knew it. I knew once I conjured sand, somebody would leave and like go do the mantra and become a Sith Lord. I apologize. I mean, I don't know if Flygon likes sand very much either. I mean, he's whipping it up, using it as, I guess he kind of controls the sand, so I guess maybe he does like it a little bit. I don't know, maybe. I wish I knew how to do stuff on Twitch. Like, I would put a poll right now, be like, does Flygon like sand? Does Flygon hate sand? I think I might have butchered. I might butcher this name, but Enes Millishman on YouTube said, "Holy peak." I don't think I know what that means, but I think it sounds like a compliment, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm 35, which is old in internet. I think. It means it's very good. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate the translation. Thank you. And thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, no, I'm really thrilled about this right now. It's coming together for sure. Hopefully the Pokemon company likes it too, enough to want to use it. Heroic antagonist. I'm 38. My internet friends tell me I'm practically dead in the grave already, so I hear that. Yeah, no, I feel that way too. Like, I like when I see a lot of artists that are like, man, I just I'm like they talk about like how like they just like really like want to get a job or whatever like that, like break into the industry or whatever, and they're like, I just turned 24 and I feel so old, and I'm like it's like, man, you got time. It's okay. You'll be all right. But I guess not really. Like they really put the pressure on people nowadays. So you got to get after it faster. And it's amazing how much things have changed in like. Breath Reyes, I'm glad we are the same age. Thank you for making me not feel as alone. But yeah, no, there's a lot of mutual artists that are in like a similar field to me that like talk about how old they are, and then they say they're like 28 or something like that. And I'm like, oh my god, that's old now. Yeah, so that's wild to me. And you're retired, yes. But you're not retired from being old. I mean, I guess the term does have an age connotation to it, doesn't it? I'm not liking the background sand. I will fix it, but yeah, it's not. It needs to fall in the background just a little more. Make it more of the. Kind of thing. It's looking better. That's looking better. A little bit. Because we don't want it to like be completely lost. We also don't want it to take away from the foreground sand. So there's a couple things we can do. And we're doing them. Light is. I'm gonna have to paint over this foreground sand over here a little bit just to kind of get my flow better. Thank you all so much for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. I really do. We're a small stream, but we're doing our best. I zoom in and out a lot. I apologize for anyone that finds this annoying. It's better than looking at like the navigator for some reason. It looks like it's a better thumbnail for me just to kind of zoom out really quick, go back in. All right, we're gonna go back to the figure just a little more. I want to finish some spots. There's so many techniques that I know that I don't utilize, right? Like even layers, for example. It's like I don't feel like I utilize them enough. Like I could paint the tail behind them, but instead I'm painting it on the same layer, and I shouldn't be, because it's just making things harder because I have to keep going back and fixing spots that I accidentally painted over. But I think I just kind of do it that way. I don't know. Yeah, so I definitely want to go back in. I want to fix the sky a little more. Want to do more of the shapes here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Gotta get back to my references here. I have a couple references on another tab here for like how Flygon looks. Some references for like desert sand, just so I can kind of like see how that looks, etc. Here. Doing some fine detailing here. And we're going to zoom in just a little more. Actually, let's rotate the canvas too. Might make things a little easier. Yeah. So I mentioned this earlier in stream, but it was there's a little more people in here now. So Thursday streams, I'm going to try to start doing traditional art. I'm going to try to figure out a way to record that. See if there's a way I can move my camera over a bit. Or maybe I'll just move my drafting table over. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but I would like to do some traditional painting on stream. Because I'm learning how to do that. I want to learn how to do that. It's a goal of mine. Try to get away from, do a little less digital art, just a little, and do more traditional painting. So yeah, I was like, why don't I stream the learning experience? There's no way that could go wrong. So I think next Thursday, or maybe we'll start in a couple weeks. I don't know. If I have time to figure it out, I'll do it earlier. But I'm gonna try to. The potential schedule is gonna be Mondays. Will be just kind of either Pokemon, if I'm doing in the series, Pokemon Monday series, or just general art. We have the Ink characters we're working on for fun. There's some game stuff that I want to work on. And Thursdays will probably be traditional art, and then Friday will be either game or more digital art. Our current game we're playing, which we'll be playing more tomorrow, is Inkulinati. I actually have to check if I am streaming. I'm pretty sure I'm streaming tomorrow, but I know I have an appointment. I don't know what time. So yeah, so the game we'll be doing tomorrow is more Inkulinati. We're gonna keep going with the story mode of that game, and then the next game I'm hoping to play is, depending on how long Inkulinati goes, it would either be Chained Echoes, which I got a while back and I haven't played it still, or Magic the Gathering. I kind of want to get it on my computer instead of my phone. I've been playing it on my phone a lot, and I just don't want to do that anymore. Or Eoden Chronicles, whenever that comes out. Eoden Chronicle 100 Heroes, whenever that comes out. I definitely want to play that. I think I might push anything aside to play that, because that is a game I have been waiting for a long time. Not just Eoden Chronicle, but Suikoden 6. And this is the closest I'm going to get to that. So, and also like new IP from the same team, like it looks fun, looks cool. Character designs, I've been keeping up with the character designs on that game, because they post for Kickstarter backers, they post like a little development blog and stuff, and they share character art, and man, those characters look sick. Lots of the side characters look awesome. I wouldn't say it's like new and inventive, but it's like they're just really good. They're just so good. And so yeah, I'm just really excited about that game. And yeah, so it's definitely a priority. I'm going to hide this. Where are we at here? I'm gonna erase this. I don't need that anymore. Tail's too detailed, but I will fix that once I have the full render here. I'm gonna just do this. Breath Reyes says on Twitch, I myself am getting back into the swing of more traditional fine arts, gouache, watercolors, gel, acrylics, and some handmade oil paints. I love doing contemporary paintings, so that is where I'll probably start with that little journey myself. Yeah, I'm thinking that's really cool. I'm thinking I'll probably just do acrylic and colored pencil. It's probably where I'm gonna go with what I want to do. I feel like for fine details I have more control with the pencil, so I'll probably use that, especially with the Prismacolor Very Thins. They're I want to say they're oil based or something like that. They're really good blenders, and they basically kind of work like almost like paints in a way. I find them really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that as my medium. On watercolor paper. All right. So just looking at the tail here. Let's rotate that back. Let's see. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's see, you make that, probably make this red a little, I don't know, let's see what we can do here. Kind of want to set it back a little bit, so I'm thinking I'll add I don't know, get rid of a lot of those. I'm gonna get rid of a lot of those black lines too. I don't know, it's itching so bad. I don't know why. All right. Get that. Probably gonna wrap up in about 15 minutes. If you want to check out the whole stream, the VOD is usually up on YouTube right away. And I try to get it up on Twitch right away too, as a highlight or whatever. Whatever they want me to do now. It's looking good. I'm happy with this so far for sure. Nope. Let's see if I can do some more here. Just want to see where things are at. I'm gonna erase here. I don't really like that. I think I might erase some of the sand. I really like how the sand looks. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see once I get like the arms right and stuff, how things look. All right, arms. I gotta fix this arm. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit. We're just gonna block in some shapes. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a separate layer in case I totally botch it. I don't want to do it outstretched like this because I don't think I've ever seen a Flygon with an arm outstretched like that. That is like that's like a wizard casting a spell, and I don't think Flygon would go that route. I think the closest I would get would be this. See if I can. Where do I want the claws to go? I definitely don't want like that elbow there, that weird elbow. Trying to think of my hand gesture. feel like the arm's a tad long. Let's see if I can bring it in a little. Hang in there with me, guys. It'll get better. Gotta make sure I'm getting the musculature right. I think it's passable. Needs to be a little skinnier toward the shoulder. Yeah. I think that's better. See if we can fix the shape a little bit more. All right. All right, I think we're gonna wrap there. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Got a lot of progress done, but still got a little ways to go. But it's looking good. I'm really happy with it. Much more happy than the first one, for sure. But yeah, so I will be back tomorrow to play some Inkulinati. Thank you for coming by, Heroic Antagonist. I really appreciate you stopping by the stream and checking it out. And thank you everyone else for coming by the stream. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And if you want to check out updates on art and stuff, please follow the Patreon, patreon.com/creativeoutpouring. You can follow it for free or pay at any tier you'd like for other bonus stuff. Well, yeah, thank you all very much for coming by the stream. We'll be back tomorrow for some Inkulinati. Yeah, we'll catch you later. Bye, guys.